welcome to the Twin Flame Divine Love reading for July 26th through August 2nd. I was trying to do the reading last night and it just was put upon me that all these new moon energies, just wanted to have that full new moon energy done with, to focus on really what's coming out of that for this next week coming up. So I'm pretty excited to see what that's all going to be about. I shuffled and prayed over the decks. I'm also using a different format. I'm doing the same spread, but they've urged me to kind of, I don't know if I can explain it so well, but as we go through, I'm sure it'll come through for me more. But we're going to start off with the energy for the union itself, okay? And if I feel the need to add feminine from masculine, with the fairy cards, fairy tarot. And then we'll do the romance angels. But the little twist on this is that they want us to, you know, within this union, we are trying to, within ourselves, balance out our masculine and feminine energies, right? And then we are a masculine or a feminine as well within the union of those energies. So what they have been kind of telling me is, right now we're on that part of the journey where figuring out how to balance ourselves within the masculine and feminine energies, and then how to balance once we are in union, or we are anyway, but you know, practicing it now, how to remain in our, as a feminine, in a more feminine energy, as a masculine, a more masculine energy, yet balancing together. All right, so I think that's our next step in what we're trying to figure out. So this is why they had me do the spread this way. As I go, I'll explain it a little bit better. So let's begin with the base of the relationship. Relationship with love this week for the union is release. So for the collective union, it's release. Let go of the past, and ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on, right? And that's a number 4 together as well. Major arcana. So we're going through a major release of any of those negative energies that may have come up right before the new moon. We are fully releasing everything this week, okay? And hopefully you're starting to feel any of those energies from the new moon helping you out moving forward, right? Move on. Time to move on from all the past energies. Everything that was talked about, you know, just releasing for the feminine was that unrequited love. Anything that we thought, well, maybe this might be better, or this person might be a better person. I'm not saying you were in a relationship, but someone might have reached out, or you thought, well, maybe no. You know, it's the masculine. So that's part of that release, right? So we're releasing anything that no longer serves us. And for the masculine, it's also the karmic relationships he's moving on from, releasing that wall he had up to open his heart and being more vulnerable and more emotional, letting that feminine energy happen a little bit more. And that's why I think they're urging me to do this reading a little bit differently. Like I said, you'll understand a little bit better as I go through it. But it's just let it go of the past, the ending, an ending that makes way for new opportunities. And this is within the union. So it's for both of us, okay? Both masculine and feminine are feeling this right now about love and, you know, the basis of our union and relationship. It's all about releasing all that other stuff so we get the new to come through. And for that number 4, a better foundation. And then the past energies that are surrounding the union is 5 of summer. Trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. Okay, so we might still have some fears, some worries going on there, but that's what they're asking us to release within the union, right? Within relationships. And trust that there's a reason for everything that's happening. So even if it doesn't feel like things are moving along or progressing like we thought, especially for the feminine, remember a couple weeks ago we talked about what we might have felt we should have had in place now that we were thinking about in the winter time, you know, trying to get into place, and maybe it's not quite there, and to look back on it, see how far we've come, to kind of tweak the situation. Be calm in the fact that, yeah, knowing that the past, because these are our past energies, knowing that we have been moving, maybe not as quickly as we thought we should, but we are, okay? Everything happens for the reason. It's that divine timing, right? The masculine, it may be going a little bit slower, but there's still some things that the feminine is needing to do as well, okay? So these past energies are surrounding us, but it's telling us to release them. And since this is our arcana, we are releasing them within the union for a better, number 4, foundation, which is also 2 and 2 are together, which is 11-11, which is coming true, right? So all things are coming true. Everything's happening for a reason to make that come true, okay? And then it's like the 5 of summer. We're having the summertime still, and it's a 5. So it means it's a positive change, okay? That's coming. All that positive change is coming, even though, as long as we trust that it's going to happen, and there's reasons for everything that's going on. Our present energies surrounding us for the union is 3 of spring. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. Very nice. So we're starting to feel, yes, that with this new moon, new beginning, that we are taking steps forward, okay? And we can plan for the long term, but still have patience, like I just said, with that past energy around us. Have patience knowing that everything's happening for a reason, so be in that place. Be in an acceptance of the divine timing, and there are more good things to come. So good things are happening and more are coming. Our abundance is coming toward us, okay? Beautiful. So future energies surrounding the union this week is awakening. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in action. So this is like the hangman. So it is a pause in action, which I've been kind of saying that it's taking a reflection on where we have been, where we are now, even if it doesn't seem like it's where we're supposed to be. Pause, try to retweak those plans, right? But see that it's all working out in divine timing, like I keep saying. So, and change our perspective on it instead of getting frustrated. So our future energies we're stepping into, instead of being frustrated, we're accepting that everything's happening for a reason and it'll all work out. Being less anxious, okay? Having less of that worry. That's what's coming for our future energies. Just knowing that we have the ability to just take a deep breath, take a moment, and know that it's still coming. Good things are still coming, right? Doesn't mean that it's stopped. It just means there's a temporary pause. And it means a very temporary pause just to take a deep breath and get some energy to keep moving forward. And so what might be holding the union back in the 3D is 9 of summer. Wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. Yeah, seeing it all in this way, that our wishes are coming true, our dreams are being fulfilled. They may not be happening overnight, but we are starting to see them coming to fruition. So realize that this is a magical time of life, okay? We always want to just get there, but this is about enjoying the journey. This is about learning from the journey and getting as much as we possibly can, information, everything we possibly can receive to help us have that unconditional love, to let go of judgment, to let go of irritation. Someone commented, they're really irritated with the masculine, and, I commented back, hey, I totally get it. I have been there time and time again, but I finally have realized we as feminines need to, if something's not really moving forward, there's something we are supposed to be looking at and changing and fixing. And so I kind of said, be thankful that the masculine is bringing up this irritation in a way, because it's showing you, go within. What is there something that I can do to help this move forward and become better and more healthy, okay? So in the 3D, it's realizing these wishes are coming true. Everything we're putting out there, these manifestations, your intentions, they're manifesting. They're divine timing. Our dreams will be fulfilled. And make this a magical time. Have some fun with it, okay? And that's a 9 of summer. So that's kind of like, I don't know why to me at 9, it's like September. And it's really at the end of your summer and everything. So it's really going to, what I'm feeling is realize by the end of the summer into autumn, things are going to be majorly changing, okay? Our dreams are going to be fulfilled. It's a magical time. Make magic with it. Realize that. Divine wants us to realize that. And so positive action for the union this week is 4 of summer. Ooh. Being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity. Once again, magical, right? Taking someone or something for granted. Discontentment with life. So they're trying to tell us, hey, don't do this. Do the opposite, right? Do the opposite. So, yeah, be open to see magical opportunities. This is our positive action, right? Be open to the magic of it all. Like you're saying, that was what's holding us back in the 3D. And don't take anything for granted, especially yourself, right? We've been getting these cards. Love yourself first. You know, the more you respect yourself, the more attractive you are. So have more respect for yourself. And when this inner child here is calling out, pay attention, right? And don't take it for granted. So be more magical with your inner child and be contented in the fact that this is the life we're moving toward. This is the life we want. It's coming to us. The wishes are coming true. Our dreams are being fulfilled. It's happening, right? Be positive about it. That's our positive action. And so what we can work on to help move forward with the union this week is 4 of Autumn. Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend and save money. So that's giving and receiving, right? A balance in giving and receiving. Help out those who are less fortunate. Yes, be there for people that need our help. Because when we help others, we are helping ourselves. We are helping our community, our world. All right? So try to have that unconditional love. Manage yourself wisely, having that balance of giving and receiving, being more open to receive as well, and having this balance within the union of this love. Now that the masculine is being more vulnerable, okay, feminine opening up as much as she possibly can, there's going to be more of a balance. And that will help us move forward. And like I said, the reason why I'm doing it in this way is because I have felt like we're moving toward actually working together. Now, if it's not totally in the 3D, in the 5D. We're really balancing out and working together. When we used to work over here and work over here, your masculine's working on him, feminine's working on him, now's the time to work on our energy within ourselves and coming together within that union, having that energy and realizing how to stay the feminine who's feminine, how to stay the masculine is masculine, but then have that balance within. Okay, so the energy surrounded us from the divine for the union this week is Prince of Summer. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. So they're helping us stay grounded in the 3D, even though we're having this emotional, magical time, right? Having these wishes right there. These wishes are coming true, they're coming to us, and we're just falling deeper and deeper in love with ourselves, in love with our counterpart, and we're swept off our feet in the way of we're just going to go with it, like I've been saying. Go with whatever comes your way, see it as a sign, a synchronicity, and move toward it, all right? But they're helping us also ground that in the 3D, within our union energies. And so the outcome for the union energies this week to be aware of is 2 of Autumn. Bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and exceptional talent for multitasking. And boy, do we need that. It's kind of what I'm talking about. Figuring out how to balance your masculine and feminine within, and then within your relationship in the union. Okay? While holding on to your feminine or holding on to your masculine, because that also balances one another as well. Right? So that is the outcome of this week for the union, is having that balance and bringing fun and enjoying the journey, like I said, and getting a better talent for balancing it all, juggling it all, and doing all of it. Right? Nice. Okay, so we're going to go on to the romance angels and what kind of romance is coming our way. And this I shall, if need be, split it up for the masculine and feminine if they urge me to. But this is romance. This is what they kind of pushed me toward. It was, first we're going to say, you know, what's going on in the union, because you guys are getting closer to that balance and working together. Then they're saying, well, we're going to show you like what kind of romance is surrounding you that you can embrace, right? And then what kind of masculine energy is around us to be aware of, and then what kind of feminine energy, and then just true love energy in general. Okay, so now we're on to the romance angels. So the basis of the relationship with love this week is codependency, and I'm not seeing this in a bad way. It's kind of like I'm saying we're going to be working together more. Now, addictions are affecting your romantic life. That's not really, maybe being, okay, this is what they're telling me. Maybe being a little too comfortable in what we've been like. Things that have made us feel comfortable in order to remain stuck where we are, okay? And those things are going away because we are going to start balancing out, like I said. So the feminine just always waiting on the masculine, that's going to balance out. The feminine's going to reach out a little bit more, right? She's going to be more open, less fearful surrounding, will he pay attention? Will he run away? How is he going to be affected by this? And I mean, even in the 5D, for people who aren't fully in contact with one another, taking more time to put those loving messages out there and release, like that said, release any of the negativity surrounding it and the fear from the past. Release all that past stuff. And one of those things, like it says, the addiction, what I was saying is release any of those things that made you feel comfortable. Any of your excuses on why, oh well, it doesn't really matter, I you know, haven't talked to him or whatever, it's not a big deal, or he's this, that, or she, whatever. No, release all that. Because this is something that made us feel comfortable about the situation, what was going on. We don't need that anymore. Because we are really starting to come together. And the more you work on realizing this is your counterpart, this is your other half in a way, the more you just get to communicate better, because you're just like, yeah, why wouldn't I? We are together. He is mine. She is mine. So realize that. So releasing any of those things that hold us back from feeling that because we've been too scared, right? And that's the past. And we're ending that for the new opportunities of moving on closer together. And so the past energy surrounding us this week are express your love. See, like I was saying, feminine, do not be afraid to express your love. The masculine has been asking for that. And even the message of I love you, right? It's trying to tell you I love you, so show me more love. Like attracts like, right? So more love. Expressing more love, bring more love to you. These are the past energies that we have to realize that, yes, this is going to happen. Maybe in the past we reached out and it wasn't reciprocated. But now, release that, right? Like I was saying, release that. Because on some level, it gave us this comfort of saying, fine, see, that's why I shouldn't even reach out. I'm not going to put myself out there. I'm not going to be vulnerable, right, masculine? Well, no, be vulnerable. Get rid of anything that was keeping you cushy comfortable, going, yeah, it's not worth it. And express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture on both parts. Because there's a trust now that there's a reason for everything that happens, right? So make it happen. In the present, energy surrounding us, religious factors. To me, this means the union, okay? Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And the spiritual path is the union, right? So, realizing, yes, this is our path. We are on it, right? We're able to plan our next step with the eye of the long term and just have patience, knowing we are on this spiritual path. Definitely this week. And the future energies we're stepping into, getting to know each other, yes, getting to know one another even better. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So as we reach out, express our love, we become closer to union, closer to a balance. Both of us letting each other know who we really are, which we know already, but a lot of times in the 3D, we behave in a certain way that's not really who we are for that addiction or that comfort, right? An addiction is something that takes you away from feeling uncomfortable, right? An escape. Well, no longer escaping. We're going to get in there and get to know one another, and that is the future energies of this week. And that might be the pause and action of actually taking time to communicate. And what might be holding us back in the 3D is, this could be the one, realizing it. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, okay? Realizing that. So, like I said, for the feminine, it said release any unrequited love, you know, realize this is it. And we all have our time when we say, really, truly, we question it. No, there it is again. This is it. This is the one. We're already on the path. Keep going, okay? Because every time we hesitate, every time we start to pull back from all of it, instead of moving forward, it just takes that much longer. And we have to ask again for the divine to step in, and we have to start over and saying, yes, this is what I want, this is what I desire, okay? So for all of you out there, I want you to just really sit with yourself and say, this is what I desire. This is what I want. I choose the union. I choose my counterpart. I choose my masculine. I choose my feminine, and we're moving forward, okay? That's what we need to do in the 3D so our wishes come true and our dreams are fulfilled, and it's a magical time for us, okay? So positive action for this week. Give your relationship a chance. Like it says, this is the one, so give it a chance. Work on your partnership. Yes, work on that balance. So don't be distracted, right? And miss the magical opportunity of working on your relationship, your union. And don't be discontent in where it might be right now, because realize, have faith that it's moving forward. Work on it. Express that love. So, what we can do to help us move forward, what we can work on, attraction. Yes, the law of attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So enjoying the moment fully, right? Like I've been saying, give your relationship a chance, express your love. And then it's saying, you know, achieve a balance, how you spend and save your money, how you give and receive. And that's the attraction. You put it out there, it comes back to you, right? That's the law of attraction. Whatever you do for someone else, you can open up and receive it in return. So within the union, this is what's going to be going on. That's our way of moving forward, opening up, getting to know each other, taking the time out to get to know each other so you can attract more love, more romance. And so the energy surrounding us from the divine this week, you deserve love. See, they're shooting Cupid's arrow right at our heart. So be open to it. There's going to be some romance this week. You are lovable. And once you realize you are lovable, you will attract more love. And you give the relationship a chance because it is the one. And you get to know one another, and you let your walls down of that codependency or addiction to being, I'm safer in this way, more vulnerability. So once again, it's vulnerability on both sides to help with that balance. And that will help balance that masculine and feminine energy within us. So the outcome for this week is trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Yes, I am feeling this week is a major week of trust because it's a new beginning, new energies. It's a new masculine opening up, sharing. So the feminine, please just be open to listening. Try not to push too hard to get answers. Just let it flow, right? Let it flow. Because and be more fun with it. Trust that you're going to have a little more fun with it, and you'll be able to balance out and do that multitasking, okay? Trust that it's all working out with divine love and timing. All right, so now this is the part I was talking about. This is just masculine energy messages surrounding us this week that we both can work on to help balance our masculine and feminine energy within. I just always feel like the unicorn is the masculine energy and the mermaid are the feminine. So this is the masculine messages and energies that we can work on first, and then we will do the feminine. Because it's a new beginning, yeah. And it truly is. What they're telling me is that this is our time to really work on our masculine and feminine energies, right? So this is how they're going to help us. So basically the relationship with love, the masculine energy surrounding that is light. See the light within yourself and everyone else, okay? So shine your light bright. Release any negativity that's dimming it. Yeah. And you will see the light in others as well, which also means your counterpart. So being more open and being with your masculine energy is feeling protected and strong within your light. Okay? So that's what we can focus on surrounding our relationship this week. And the past energy surrounding this week is water. Drink more water and eat foods with water in them, such as fresh fruits and vegetables. So with water means emotion. So there's that express your love, right? So the past energies of emotion and just really hydrating and being good to yourself because water is a very important part of us, and it helps conduct energy within the body. It helps give us better energy. And it also, yeah, drinking more water. Summertime, we might not be doing it, so water. So having strength in that water. And you know, the masculine energy can be so basic and literal, right? And definitely 3D. So this is definitely 3D water. Yes, drink more water. Yes, but also emotionally taking it all in. So those masculine energies are being strong within emotion, expressing your love. And the present energy surrounding us this week, change. The changes that you're going through are positive. So that masculine energy, once again, is that strength of the changes we're going through are positive. So trust it. Have faith. There's much strength in it. All the change that is going on is wonderful. It's influencing the union, right? Our spiritual path. And it's also that plan your next steps, right? You can have the strength in that. You have the strength in that change. That it's positive, right? So embrace that masculine energy of strength of change. And future energy surrounding us, wish upon a star. Very nice. Make a wish and expect the very best, which is what was in that, what's holding back in the 3D, is our wishes come true, you know, dreams being fulfilled. So they're saying, guess what? He's even wishing upon a star. Have strength in that. Have that masculine energy when you make this wish. Okay? When you're making your wishes, you have strength in knowing that they're coming true. Right? Nice. So what might be holding us back in the 3D is finish what you've started. You've started something important, and now it's time to complete it, right? This is the one, right? Know that, right? Have strength, masculine energy, strength in the fact that our wishes are coming true, dreams are being fulfilled. It's a magical time because this is the one. So keep moving forward. Finish what you started. We started this a long time ago, and we're on this journey, and we're here to finish it. I mean, continue it, but finish what you started. Work on that masculine energy, having that faith and that strength. Okay. So positive action with the masculine energy. Listen to your true feelings. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. Right. Don't let others talk you into that this person isn't right for you. What are you doing? It's never worked out. What are you talking about? No. Don't let other people talk you out of this. Have that strength. Masculine strength. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. Listen to your true feelings. Okay? So most of the time feelings are very feminine, but even this masculine energy is headstrong, right? Well, I should say heart strong within the head. Keeping your true feelings and not letting an ego, judgment, or anyone else have you do something that's not true to you. You're giving this relationship a chance, and you're not taking it for granted, okay? And you're going to see the magical opportunity in all of it. So the masculine energy that can help us move forward to focus on this week is imagine. What would you see, feel, think, and hear if your wish came true, right? So that's what he wants us to do. That's what the masculine energy wants us to do, is visualize all that. To see it, feel it, think, right? Very masculine. And hear if your wish came true. So imagine. That's what we can do to help us balance out as well. Because when we imagine it and we go through all those feelings of, you know, see, feel, think, and hear it, we are attracting it into our lives with that law of attraction, and we're receiving that balance. Okay? And the divine energy surrounding us with negative, surrounding us this week with masculine energies, practice. They're saying we're getting rid of negativity, so practice releasing that negativity. The best way to be good at a skill is to practice, practice, practice until you get it right. So they're telling us keep releasing any negativity, right? because the masculine can tend to be a little more ego-centered. So what the divine is telling me for that negative that flew out of my mouth is practice still releasing the negative energy surrounding any part of this journey, this magical journey. Practice it. Keep doing it. Look, it's even like they're working together. She's almost taming him, you know, having that love, practicing that loving, positive energy instead of the negative kind of push, forceful, okay? Because we deserve this love and being swept off our feet. So the outcome with the masculine energy this week is relax. Everything's okay. So no worrying. Don't worry. It's all going to be fine. There's that strength again. So no more worrying in the brain, having faith and knowing that everything is going to be fine. Beautiful. And trust, see? Don't worry, because when you worry, it's not having trust, it's not having faith. So don't worry, it's all going to be fine. That's strength in that masculine strength. Okay, so now what feminine energy is surrounding us? Feminine messages and energy surrounding us this week. So we can balance within ourselves. And then start working on how to keep a balance within our union, right? So this is what it's leading us toward. Plus, you know, I love doing healing, so if anyone out there wants spiritual healing towards your union, yourself as a feminine or a masculine, please reach out, okay? Because it does release a lot of things quicker for us in order to move forward, okay? So, base of relationship with love, feminine energy, simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities, okay? So simplifying it, just being emotional, simply emotional. Eliminate any of that mind chatter, right? Yeah, and being stronger in your light with that masculine energy and eliminating any mind chatter and going within to your heart to balance of the flow, right? Past energies surrounding the feminine energies, dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. So visualization within the heart as well, dreaming big. These are our past energies, so all our big dreams are still floating around us, coming to, like it said, dreams are coming true, wishes fulfilled, right? I wish this would focus. Aha, see, wish is fulfilled, it focused, all right? And that water, emotion still, right? Look at these two cards together. They're both like exhausted, if you look at them. And it's needing that we had so much like emotion and that we've been holding in and not letting flow, right? So nourish yourself with that water and relax there, okay? Express your love, emotion, right? Look, it's express your love, the water, which is emotion, the dream big within the water, you know? We're exhausted from like going against our emotion, going against it, and not trusting that everything's happening for a reason, and removing ourselves from negative emotions of others, right? Focusing on what frightens and worries us. Let's get rid of that for better emotional flow. Nice. So in our present energies, with the feminine energies that are working on tranquility, make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. Now that is quite a change, wouldn't it be? So knowing that this change is for the better, so we can just take time to relax, be still, and enjoy our solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. Keeping our tranquility, because the change is coming for our union, as we know, and we can plan our next steps. Our next steps are coming true. So the future energy surrounding us, the feminine energy, alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. So the feminine energy is about manifestation by far. Everything we touch upon is going to work out. So emotionally open up your heart, manifest away, and it'll balance you out with the wishing upon a star. Look at that. So the masculine energy is having that strength of, yes, my wishes, I'm wishing on a star. Make a wish and expect the very best. Because you have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold, right? These are our future energies based on getting to know each other better and taking that time and changing, taking that moment and changing our perspective and having temporary pause, because our dreams are going to come true and everything's going to be magic, golden. So what might be holding us back in the 3D, the feminine energies are telling us, consult an expert. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. So it may very well be finding some more stuff out about the journey or about the twin flame relationship to make us feel a little bit more comfortable that this is the one, that we can finish what we've started. Also, I'm just feeling like truly it's about being really open to the divine to guide us, okay? More information is needed, so we're needing to be open much more to receive these messages. And it's also telling me that contact someone with expertise in this area. It's our counterpart. So being more open to contact and communication with one another. All right. So positive action based on our feminine energies, a new dawn. The worst is now behind you and positive new experiences are on the horizon. Yes, because with the masculine energies of this strength of listening to your true feelings, don't let anyone else tell you what to do, right? Don't let that ego, that judgment, or that brain tell you what to do, because the worst is now behind us and positive new experiences are on the horizon. So realizing this, okay? And what the divine energy is telling us that we could do to help us move forward, there it is. Have faith. Open your heart and have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. Yep, like I said, being more open to the divine messages. Have faith. Follow the guidance fearlessly. Right? Don't let your ego get involved. Just like, wow, these cards are going together. Yeah, because imagine, what would you see, feel, think, and hear if your wish came true? Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. Have faith. So imagine and have faith. So in your brain, visualize it from your heart and then have faith. So the divine energy surrounding us with the feminine energy is explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. Yay, right? So that change card coming from the masculine energy saying, you know what? These changes are positive. So it's time to look at all your possibilities and it's time to make change. So that's that practice, practice, practice too that the masculine was saying. Like I said, practice being more positive. Get rid of that negativity. Because there's all those possibilities, all those positive possibilities out there. And it's time to change that. To go look toward the positive possibilities instead of the negative ones. We're to practice that. Okay? Because we are lovable. Know that love is there for us and we deserve it. So the outcome energy surrounding our feminine energy is time to move on. So the masculine energy is saying, relax, everything's okay. Just relax your brain, get out of your ego, everything's okay, and be strong. And the feminine energy is saying, time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in, right? Those new possibilities. Shining light on them and seeing the possibilities in other people and other situations, right? And don't worry about it. It's all going to be fine, is what the masculine is saying. So it's time to move on. Let go of, our feminine energy is based in fear sometimes of how the romance or our relationship is going to be. And it's saying, let go of those old ideas of that and embrace the new, beautiful ones that are coming to us. Okay? All right. So now we go on to the true love for this week. Our true love messages for this week. It's just, oh my gosh. These cards, simplify your life, dream big, rest within it. You have the Midas touch, right? So have faith for this new dawn. It's time to move on. And share it. Share it with this expert. The expert is your counterpart. So if you have a chance to, you know, talk about what you're doing and what's going on with you, do it. I feel it for the feminine, you know, just start talking about what you're doing and how you're moving forward. And maybe it gives the masculine some strength to, or feel more comfortable that things are moving forward and they are getting better. There is a possibility, right, for these dreams and wishes to come true. Because we're working at it. Feminine's definitely working at it. And now, like these are showing, the masculine and the feminine energies are coming together with it. I mean, all those cards went together. All right, balancing out. So basically, relationship with love this week when it comes to true love, soulmates. There it is. There's that balance. Realizing your soulmate. Realizing all the lessons that you're learning. The more you're learning about yourself, getting to know each other, knowing yourself, knowing your counterpart, balancing out your masculine and feminine, right? Being more simple about it all, right? Simply knowing that, simply knowing that this is it. This is your soulmate. And this is the light that you are drawn toward, the light that you shine within and draws you to them. Beautiful. And the past energies surrounding us are, the gardener. Yes, everything that we have planted is now blooming, okay? So all these things we did when we planted, that we were the gardener. We were planting these seeds, right? We were dreaming big. We were watering them, right? The water. They need more water too, was what they're saying. But emotionally, all these emotions, and even all these things in the 3D. Because if you can see, if I get close enough, look, there's the feminine there in the 3D, in that tree. Like, still being elevated. I wish I could get focus. Still being a little bit elevated, but in the green and in the tree and in the health. So here's the masculine being very strong and manifesting it all. And here's the feminine who is being healthier. Especially in the 3D. Dreams coming true. Dream big. Keep dreaming. Okay, present energy surrounding us with true love, worthiness. There's that worthiness. Yes, we are worthy. And here's the thing, when it says like the tranquility, it's time to rest and relax in knowing that we are worthy, we are receiving, right? This change is coming and it is positive and we are worthy of it to receive it. And the future energy surrounding true love, serendipity. Oh, how beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous and peaceful and everything coming through. The sun, a brighter day, getting rid of all the past and the darkness, coming out into the light toward the sun, having that star, that wish upon a star, being free to go in whatever way we want to and having all these chakras aligned, right? And having the strength right there. Wow, beautiful. That's our wish upon a star. That's our alchemy, right? Serendipity is those energies, those true love energies that are coming to us in our near future from this week, right? So, what might be holding us back in the 3D is abundance. Not recognizing that it's coming to us, being fearful that we're not going to have it, that it's not going to be there when needed, when we take that step, that we won't be supported, but we will, okay? Knowing it is all there. It's all there in the 5D and it's coming to the 3D. It's being given. Now, can be open to receive it. Don't let any worry, fear stop it from coming to you. And it could come from any channel, anywhere, okay? Don't limit where it may come from by our thoughts, our limiting thoughts and beliefs. Just say, I am open to receive my abundance in any shape or form that's positive coming to me, okay? And that's like the consulting, the expert thing, which I also believe that the more the masculine and feminine come together, the more the abundance starts to flow. So, positive action surrounding true love. Ooh, dating. Yeah, taking that time for that giving and receiving, right? The dating, getting to know one another for this new dawn, knowing that the worst is behind you, and don't let others talk you out of dating. This is like Romeo and Juliet, right? And they were major twin flame Everything was against them, and they still went through it. No one could change their mind, right? They listened to their true feelings and didn't let anyone else talk them out of it. They gave their relationship a chance. They weren't distracted, okay? Now, the ending wasn't the best, but ours will be, okay? Dating, nice. And what to work on to help us move forward? Manifestation, yeah? Focusing on our manifestation within, right? Have faith, right? Like the feminine energy is saying. Your prayers and manifesting remain positive. Your prayers are manifesting, remain positive, and follow your guidance, right? So this manifestation here. And imagine. When we imagine, the masculine is letting us know too, with the masculine energy, when we're imagining it, and we meditate on it, and how does it feel, and, you know, think about it, and how does it feel, and what would it be? What is it? Sorry. Where am I? Here. Yeah, imagine. See, feel, think, and hear. Okay, so that's part of our manifesting. That's part of our meditation and manifesting, okay? Within all the chakras. Have faith in it. All right, so the energy surrounding us from the divine with our true love, once again, sexuality. And through our sexuality is what we manifest, when we manifest the most. So we have dating, so that's getting to know one another better, spending some time with one another in a way, spending some time on your masculine and on your feminine to let it balance, working on focusing on your manifestation and reaching it through your sexuality. Okay? Your sexuality really does help you manifest. That balance of masculine and feminine and feeling good in your body, in that vessel, is very important. And the outcome energies, nice. Inner peace. You are enough, right? So yes, it's time to move on and let go of old, worn out ideas, right? Because you are enough. Relax, everything's okay. Stop with the worrying. It's going to be fine. And have faith. So you will have this inner peace within the true love. All the abundance around you, okay? And in the 3D. But it's all around you. Inner peace. Nice. Okay, so we will go on to, we'll still do messages from the masculine to the feminine. It's kind of like they're telling me, once you tend to that inner garden, you will have that inner peace and then serendipitous results. Right? Message from the masculine to the feminine. Okay, feminine to the masculine. What would you like to say? Anything else? Whoop. Try again. Whoa. Jeez. Try again. A little mixed up, huh? Anything else? All right, 2 more from the feminine. Okay, so from the masculine to the feminine. Oh, wow. Okay, so now it's going toward us is honesty is essential. To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. Okay, so masculine is telling the feminine that he's being more honest and vulnerable with his vulnerability, right? He realizes that honesty is quite essential in this union, right? And for him to be a loving person that he wants to be, that honesty is important, to speak truthfully and in a loving manner. So he's going to be a lot more loving, right? So he's been saying that. So balancing out these energies and the energies that like the working with those masculine energies that we all can work with and those feminine energies to help balance all this out. It's bringing across that the masculine is saying, hey, I'm getting it, okay? You've been saying this to me for how long, and now I'm bringing it back to you. I'm getting it, okay? Honesty is essential. He's realizing that. And he's treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. So he's saying, yes, he's treasuring this. He's loving more deeply. He's getting it. He's balancing out that feminine with his masculine, right? So those are these energies we're working with this week to get there. So he's letting us know, yes, these energies are going to help. balance it all out. And once again, I love you. These are very important words. Wow. This is a big message, right? Honesty is essential. He's treasuring the fact that he honestly and deeply loves us because they're important words, and he realizes this, and he really loves us. He's getting in there. He's becoming more emotional about it. He's worked on that gardener. He's right. He's being that gardener. He's worked on it. These are the past energies too. He has gotten in there and he's working on all that. Wow. So beautiful. All right, feminine, what do you have to say to the masculine? Oh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So practice compassion. See things from a different perspective. Yes. Well, we're trying to tell the masculine that it's important to see things from the feminine perspective, right? For that balance. Also, to not be so hard on himself and show more love, because this is a 15, which is a 6 together. So that's more love. So practice compassion for himself. And in return, he will have more compassion for us. Right? And just see things more in the feminine perspective, right? More nurturing and caring. And express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. So the feminine is trying to say you don't have to make a grand gesture, masculine. Just small things. The little things mean most too. And the 19 represents the union to me. So it's about that giving and receiving, that balance of just express your love. It is a gift to us. Giving a small token of that I love you card, right? And being honest with yourself, right? And back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. Yes, return back to what you love, away from that karmic energy and back to where you belong. Back to where you belong. And see, it is the number 3, so it's based on, that could be that extra relationship, right? Then it's saying, listen, you're right, release any of that. Reevaluate, because you know you want to return back to what you love. And in doing so, we will have patience and you have patience. Love is patient and kind always. All right? So, and that's 17. Making a wish, the star card, right? Wish upon a star, wishes are coming true. Have patience, because love is patience and kind always. So it's coming true. The dreams are coming true. Just taking this time to reevaluate and moving away from that karmic, we're also realizing that, yes, because with that unrequited love card for the feminine, I also was given the message of realize they're walking away from that unrequited karmic love. And we're telling them, yeah, we realize you're coming back to what you love. You're really reevaluating your situation and you're coming back to what you really want. Realizing this is what you really want, moving forward. And we are having patience because we have love for you. So we have patience and we're kind. And we're also saying have patience with yourself. This process, this journey is not easy. We know that, so have patience with that. And we are going to be very happy that, right, feminine, that he's realizing that honesty is the most important thing. And being honest, he's saying that he treasures us deeply and he loves us. That saying I love you is meaning so much. And that's just that little token, that little gift to even say I love you, right? Beautiful. Okay, so let's do crystals. All right. What crystal the masculine, divine masculine, can focus on to help? So this is for the divine masculine himself, not the energies, right? And for the feminine, divine feminine, what she can focus on, okay? So even though I was working with, I hope I explained it well enough that these are the energies that we can both work on to help balance us. So that masculine energy that's out there, feminine, focus on that, as well as your feminine energy that was put out there as well. Same for the masculine. Masculine, know that this is what that masculine energy you're working with, and then the feminine energy that will help you balance it all out. So we can do this within ourselves, so then we get closer to being able to do it within the union, okay? That's going to be the next step. This is what they're showing me, that to help you, the next couple of readings is going to be a little bit more based on how you balance yourself with those energies within, and then have that balance in the union, yet taking on your feminine, if you're the feminine, and masculine, if you're masculine. It's all tricky, very tricky. Okay, so for the masculine, divine masculine, what can he focus on this week to help? Brandenburg Amethyst, okay? The perfect blueprint. A master healer, the Brandenburg Amethyst holds the perfect blueprint of your soul and all that is. It heals physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, karmic, right? Planetary and ancestral auric layers and imprints the most perfect energetic pattern possible. You are a being of pure consciousness and a wonderful just the way you are. Embrace the clarity of your core being. Let go of mental constructs, karmic imprints, soul imperatives, and relationships that no longer serve. Heal the past. Reframe previous choices that you have made in your life and take a new pathway to step into your soul purpose and expand higher dimensions of your soul. You are perfect exactly as you are in the present moment. Step onto your soul path and see your future with potential. There's that gardener, right? Self-discipline and clear focus bring your dreams to fruition. Aim for the highest. Yes, shine that light bright. See that light within others. Be attracted to it, right? And being that gardener, watering those seeds, right, with your emotion so things can grow within. Yeah, totally. This is helping with the karmic, like I said. Like, we realize that you're working on that karmic situation and coming back to what you know is right. So, like I always tell the feminine, you can focus on this to help your masculine when you're meditating. This is really going to help them this week with all that karmic situation that's going on, and having patience with themselves, like we said, because we know these wishes are coming true. We know these things are happening. We're letting them know, yeah, we have patience. We know you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. Focus on that, and it'll help you release more karmic energy and realize you are perfect just the way you are. Okay? Not being so hard on yourself, which was in these messages as well. Practice compassion for yourself, right? Okay, and so for the feminine, divine feminine, Anandalite, cosmic consciousness. Anandalite gently facilitates integration and releases emotional blockages standing in the way of spiritual awakening. It reminds us that the consciousness is omniscient and omnipresent, seeing all, knowing all. Immerse yourself in the mystical interconnectedness that is cosmic consciousness. Okay, like it said, the magic in the 3D, realizing this magical journey. Right? This will help us make it more magical. You have the potential to live in a completely different dimension of consciousness. Recognize that you previously operated within a narrow band of awareness. Attune to flashes of divine light within your soul. Let feelings of separation fall away. Yes, we are no longer separated from our masculine, right? Let those feelings fall away. We are balancing out. Embrace unity. Yes, embrace the union, because what did it say? This is the one, right? This is the one, so embrace it. Get rid of, like I said to the feminine, get rid of any of that fear, those past fears. Release, right? That was the first card that came up. Release those past fears. So, embrace the unity, embrace the union. You are here to experience cosmic consciousness, transform your goals, and seek a new direction. You have exceptionally clear sight now. Good. Stripped to the bone as old falls away. Do not despair, right? Don't be fearful. The old is falling away, that for making room for the new. New light is infused. There it is. That light, right? When you transform your awareness, change your perspective, right? That's what they said. Humanity experiences a quantum shift. Yes, this is good for all, like I said, for all of humanity. Enlightenment can happen right now. You're a part of everything, and everything is a part of you. There's that balance. All right. Beautiful crystals for this week. Right? Feminine, meditate, focus on the Anandalite, right? Okay, and flowers. Then we'll go to the wisdom. We got Arcana, so I won't. That's for the masculine. The masculine gets to. I won't go for an Arcana because. Maybe I will. Okay, maybe I will, because I didn't necessarily do masculine and feminine, what they're going to go through. So, all right, the two cards for the divine masculine is purification, Focus on that white rose. By purifying your life of negative people, places, and experiences, you attain true peace, that inner peace, right? This is going to help the masculine with that inner peace when it comes to his true love and letting go of any negative people, any of those karmic energies. Gorgeous. And here it is, cleanse your energy. African Violet, when you release negativity, the answer to your question shines through. So it's going to give them answers. Very, very nice. Okay. We'll put them boom, and boom. All right. Put it over the sexuality. Because once you purify, get rid of any negative relationships and cleanse your energy, you can become more balanced in your sexuality and put more of that sexuality out there, masculine, toward the right counterpart, which is your feminine. Amen. So, for the feminine, financial healing, yellow lily. So we are kind of worried about our abundance, feminine, right? Are we seeing it? Is it coming through for us so we can move forward? So your money struggles are a thing of the past. Be open to all avenues to receiving and you'll be provided for in every way. Wasn't I saying that? Be open to all avenues for this abundance, right? I said that's what's holding us back in the 3D, is realizing our abundance is coming to us and having faith in that and knowing that it is. So for this week, we're needing them because I feel feminine is really wanting to move forward in certain ways that this is monetarily some need. And we're a little fearful of that, but we're going to get through it because we know we have faith, we have trust, and the divine will work it out in the most perfect way for us, right? All right, let me go to Arcana. Arcana for the masculine this week, what he'll definitely, the energy he's going to be dealing with, the divine masculine. And I just really felt so empowered to do this reading because we're getting so close to being so much more healthy. Our energy's really getting better, balancing out, and like I said, actually working together. If not in the 3D and discussing what's going on in our lives, definitely in the 5D getting stronger. Okay? For the masculine, we have the Tower. Yep, so he's still dealing with any of that karmic energy and moving forward from any negativity and things kind of falling apart before they get better. But I do not feel it's going to be a major upheaval in that way. It's going to be these little things showing him that like that card said, to make a better decision, right? So he can better decide to move toward, here it is. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. And that's that Tower. So that's the feminine was trying to tell the masculine, that anything that's going on in your current karmic situation is helping you reevaluate what you really want. So it's not going to be a major, terrible situation energy. It's just going to be this minor irritation of, wow, this isn't what I want. That's what I want, okay? And for the feminine, it is strength. Very nice. We're going to have that strength this week. And so that masculine energy we are to work with kept showing strength throughout it. So I feel like the feminine is going to take hold of that masculine energy and balance it out with the feminine communication that we received for this week. And it's going to give it like a double strength. So much strength, because there's a lot of strength in the feminine, in her emotion, in her sexuality. There's a lot of strength in that. And this is a very sexuality card, right? Having strength within our sexuality. That's what they're telling me. Because the feminine really manifests through her beauty and feeling good in her body, like I said, good in her vessel, and knowing that in the 3D she can perform anything when she has this strength. Very nice. All right, so what wisdom are we receiving? Okay, we got two. Okay, friendship. Nurture your relationships. So I believe this is all relationships. All relationships for us are going to be getting better because we're balancing out our energies. You know, we will be attracting more balanced people and the people that will help us on our path. Also, definitely for the union, nurturing that union relationship. Like I said, give your relationship a chance. And dragon. discover your courage. Okay, that's for both, of course, the courage and the strength. We have the courage to follow through. We have the courage to finish what we started, right? You have the courage to know that whatever we do, our abundance is going to be there. The courage to take the steps so the divine can support us. Very nice. Okay, let's do our spirit animal for the masculine. I hope you guys like all this. I love doing all this. I just think it really, really helps us get through the week when sometimes we feel somewhat discouraged and don't know what's going on and there's not as much communication. I just think when we can focus on these things that the divine is letting us know we can. Okay, wow. Caution for the masculine. Camouflage. Yeah. Right? So there's a temporary pause for them, right? In what's going on around them and reevaluating and just being a little cautious about moving forward. Don't just jump into something. Don't be irrational in a way. It's not really irrational, but don't overstep. Don't do it too quickly, right? There's that patience, right? Have caution and patience throughout this week when all these things of this tower energy is coming towards you. You know, take some caution, have some patience, know that it's all for the best. You're going to be able to reevaluate and be strong within what you really want to bring towards you to attract, okay? So, camouflage. Kind of hide out when these things happen, okay? Go within and figure out, okay, how can I best protect myself and have that courage and strength? And for the feminine, promise, turtle. That's what I put on my, wasn't the moon reading at the end? Yeah, the turtle saying, you know, enjoy the journey, we're almost home, right? So that's what they're telling us, that we're almost back to our promise. It's coming. There's that turtle, slow and steady wins the race. For this promise, we're almost home, feminine. All right, so focus on this turtle. The turtle just keeps going. He knows he's going to get there. We just keep going, because this is the one, right? All right, so like I say, last but not least, what blockages is Ganesha removing for us to receive? The gift he wants us to receive. Whoop, there it is. Wow. Ha. Okay. He wants to remove any blockages we may be having for that divine support, which was saying, you know, consult the expert, right? So removing any blockages for that divine support so we can step into divine support, realize it's there for us. Like I was saying, with the abundance, knowing, having that courage and strength to take that step and knowing that we have that divine support to support us as we go to take that step, going right underneath us and holding us and keep moving us forward. Beautiful. And splendor, for that splendor, realizing the splendor in the journey, the splendor that is coming toward us, and really through our ascension, all that beauty and splendor. And we are protected and knowing. Wow. Yeah. So we have that divine support and we're toward our splendor, right? Toward our abundance. So realizing that. Awesome. Because that is a blockage of ours, that we're afraid that it's not coming and that we won't be able to move forward, we won't have the money, we won't have the resources. Well, what he's saying, what Ganesh is doing for us this week is removing those blockages so we can step into our abundance and our splendor and totally enjoy the journey and enjoy the moments we are going through this week. Okay, everyone, I hope you understood what I was trying to do here and got it across. Work with both those masculine and feminine energies to bring a balance for our manifestation and just our abundance, right? Knowing we're soulmates, just getting closer to just a more a level part where it's not the run or the chase or the, you know, it's more like we are in our knowing that this is moving forward and it's the right thing. We may be masculine is reevaluating to get it to the right path. Feminine is getting more strength to realize, yes, things are going to be put in our path so we can keep moving forward. And no, this is it. Keep going, all right? We've come this far, keep going. Okay, so thank you everyone for donating, liking, subscribing, watching, sharing. I really appreciate it. I have much love for my subscribers and all the comments. Thank you so much for that as well. And anyone who would like a spiritual healing, love doing them. It's been helping a lot of people. Don't hesitate to reach out. And until the next time you see me, share the love. Take care.